Hi, it's Grace, and today we're going to make layered hot chocolate with all the colours of resin that came in the big kit, as well as a caramel pie. Hopefully, some of the chocolates look good, maybe marshmallows. Find out later. The whipped cream from the cupcakes looked like it would look good on the hot chocolate, maybe with a strawberry. And this tray, kind of boring. I just covered it entirely in brown resin and left it to settle down a bit, and it looked way cuter, like melted chocolate. Yeah, definitely an improvement. Oh no, I just noticed my microphone wasn't turned on, and I don't know if it's been turned on or off for all the clips so far. So you might get a nice voiceover and then suddenly back to me. We'll find out when I'm editing, I guess. Now, I have warmed all these in my little double boiler situation. Cup, hot water, plastic bag, resin. And these little cups are getting all four colours. I'll go like the white milky colour, whoop, and then strawberry caramel, chocolate on the top, and I'll see how I want to decorate it. I haven't quite decided how much a quarter of one of these is, so we'll find out. Come on, buddy. Let you settle a little. Might be a quarter. Under the lights you go, friends. They are set enough. I'm just going to do like layer, set, and then I'm like going to cure it for a really long time. Because that can just happen all together, I believe. Whoa. Oh no, it's not set enough. It's not set enough. Oh no. I should have poked it harder with a toothpick. Alrighty, well, in an interesting turn of events, I'm going to have to do the same to the other, or they're going to look different, because you can kind of see that at the bottom. I know. Whoop. Oh dear. My bad for trying to rush the process. Alright guys, back in here for a million years. Well, that sounds better. You can also hear my neighbour using some kind of garden equipment. Kind of sounds like a mulcher. Oh well, we're just going to have to deal with that. Whoa. Oh no, oh no. Did not get that in the centre, and apparently my water has cooled down a little. Oh dear, winter is not the best time for resin craft. So a thought occurred to me. I do actually own an insulated cup. You can't really tell, but it looks like a camera lens. Alright, well, we'll try that. Well, hopefully it'll keep it a bit warmer in there. Never know. Well, okay. Okay, that feels much better. I'm just trying to take the resin to the edge with a toothpick. Hopefully that'll help or even it out a little. Okay, that was way too much. Oh, maybe not way too much, but more than I wanted. Well, I guess today is just going to be one of those days, and my crafts are going to turn out how they want. And that's just going to have to be okay. Some days crafting's just like that. Oh, I don't feel like the test of patience today, but I know what happens when you try and fight the craft. Well, it's just going to turn ugly. Literally. Like, I don't know why. If you're having a difficult craft, just let it do its thing. And hopefully it'll be alright. I know. I make a lot of crafts, and you know, sometimes, whoop, you just gotta let it happen. Alright. Well, yeah. We'll see what happens when it's done. I might put you guys on there, make it a bit easier. I really should have, yeah, put on there. Anyway, it's curing time. Alrighty, well, again, not sure I like it, but I'm going to keep going. Caramel. See, that's much warmer after like 10 minutes. Oh, you still have a thing. Hang on. There are definitely some big air pockets in there, which kind of sucks, but it's my own fault. I should have checked better. They're not too close to the front, so hopefully the chocolate syrup doesn't make it too dark. Whoop. Still pretty liquidy in there, that's really good. Alright, well I might as well try and figure this out. The tart crust. I really wanted a caramel tart, but now I'm thinking that you might not be able to see the caramel properly. So maybe a layer of white at the bottom and caramel over the top might make it look more caramelly. Oh, that is so cute. It's even got the little, you know, brick things from when you actually bake a pie. That is cute. Yeah, after looking at what that caramel looks like in there, I just don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's like the pie crust is really dark, so yeah, that. And then covered in chocolates. Find out once I finish that. This. Okay, those two strawberries, I think I decided. Oop, come here. I'll pick a couple of cute ones. Oh, turn that back on. These are supposed to hold little candies for the top of the cupcakes. But that kind of fits in there really nicely. Well, I think it looks really cute. So that will go on top. I just don't think marshmallows are going to look good, so I'll skip those. No, I want one with a better stick. Okay, those two will be fine. And I thought maybe that for the top. Maybe you're not going to be able to see enough of the stuff underneath. I kind of want to be able to see a lot of the pie. I do have that other resin, but I don't know if I'm going to be any good at putting it anywhere. Where are you? There. Whoop, is that white resin? Ooh, can I put like a little dollop in the middle? No. Ooh, I remembered. Hang on. I got this out. What about a teeny tiny star with like a chocolate or something in the middle? Yeah, one of those. I won't fill it up all the way because they're kind of thick. Just a little one. What colour? Maybe white, so whatever I put on top you can see better. Yeah. I was thinking about this last night and I think that's the plan I came up with. I think maybe one of those on top. I don't know how big they are. I'll figure it out when I open the candy. We'll just keep setting that for a million years. Yeah, I still don't know what I want to do with this. Well, I kind of want to glue a marshmallow to it, but I kind of don't. Like, it's very cute. But, yeah, I just don't know. Indecisive. I really need to make up my mind about things sometimes. Alright, rogue marshmallow goes in there. Yeah, whipped cream can go back in there because I don't think that's going to be a winner. I'm just going to put a little bit of the resin around the edge because it won't set in the middle. So just a little bit around the edge and place a strawberry. Alright, time to see if I hate them. Well, they're not that bad. Maybe I was overreacting. I definitely could have got the layers better. And that's silver. Oh, I'm not going to worry about it for now, but yeah, could have spaced that out a little better. But at least you can't really see the pink in the bottom layer where I stuffed up a bit. That's cute. And these are giving me the hardest time trying to set. Hopefully they are set now and I will pop them on the top. But I think that's going to be it. I don't think they need anything else. I think I'm happy with that. Alright, well, I will glue them on. What should I do? Okay, I'll get that out of the way while the white is warming up. And I'll open these. Now, I really would like to do this in such a way that I can keep the packaging, because I like packaging. Alright, a slice down there. That's so cute. I don't know if I really want to break it up. And you, maybe. Well, yes. What do you look like? It's so very adorable. And you. Well, come out, come out. Is it all of you? Okay. And there are a couple of halves. You absolutely can't see that. There we go. There's a couple of halves in there. And these are the big peanut butter cups, which I think I'm going to have other plans for. Whoop. They're in a little, that thingy. There we go. So they're in halves as well. Well, okay. I was going to try and do something with the whole ones, but they are not whole. I guess I could glue them together, but it might be just a bit weird. Okie dokie. So that, the marshmallows are just tiny and white. We know what they look like. Well, candy wrappers over there for a minute. Decisions. Don't really like those on there either. And I don't know about the half ones. Alright, it's just going to be chocolate chips. Where did that tiny marshmallow go? I'll see if I like marshmallows, but maybe like 5 chocolate chips. Oop. And I don't know how big that star is going to, whoa, just completely wrecked that, that's great. It's going to be, what can you fit on you, tiny star? Yeah, chocolate chip's going to be too big. Which means all of those are going to be too big. And a big star is going to be too big, probably. Whoa, off there. A little bit of white in the bottom of that. A little bit of white in the bottom of the star. And some caramel. This will look cute. I'm thinking way too hard about this. While the rest of that is baking, actually that's probably not a good idea to open resin, try and pour it near the UV light. Hang on. Alright, crisis averted. Caramel sauce. This is not as liquidy as it needs to be again, but considering this is like one of the final bits of resin I need to do, I'm not sure if I can be bothered. Hopefully this just evens out. Maybe I had nothing to worry about and the caramel sauce would have been alright on its own. Potentially. Okay, I think the caramel is finally set and hopefully the star's good. Look, I know I said I'd only fill it up halfway, but it kind of looked a bit gross at the edges and I wanted flat edges, so I filled it right up. It might be a little big, but I'm impressed with that mold. That turned out so well. I don't know what else I was expecting, but I like it. So, caramel pie. Whoa. Yeah, it might be a little out of place, but it'll be fine. Now, the big question. Do I like the chocolate chips? Whoa. Whoa. At least the spacing on the star helps with the spacing of the chocolate chips. I do appreciate that. And a line. Okay, and one on the very top because I can. Is it too much? With or without? Probably with to be more cohesive. Is there anything else I can put on the top? Strawberry might be too much. I put all the chocolates in the pie case. Keep them safe. I don't think one of those is going to look any better. It might. I was thinking that the little peanut butter cups could be like tiny, whoa, cupcakes, and that could be really cute. Like ultra tiny cupcakes. Whoa. Yeah, maybe not. Whoa. Like it's kind of cute, but probably not as cute as just a chocolate chip. Okay, well, I'll glue that down too, and then I'll show you what they look like. Well, as always, that took way too long, but turned out really cute. So the tray, I think I might end up putting something else on there because you absolutely can't see the tray with that on it. I mean, which is fine, but I might end up just making cute things like that. Looks a little bit cute. So for now, that can just over there. I don't know what to do with the spoons. I know I said I might marshmallow them, but I still don't know. So yep, over there for a minute. Pie. The pie turned out so well. Despite my messy application of the top like resin bits, trying to adhere them, it's still pretty shiny. Yeah, I like that. I'm pretty sure the white underneath helped it look more caramel. Oh my goodness. Helped it look more caramel. So that's great. I do like the star. The placement could be a little better, but it's okay. From the side. Yeah, I think that turned out really well. Now I just want like caramel slice. I wonder if I've got the stuff to make caramel slice. Okay, I might get distracted for the afternoon. And these turned out like cuter than I thought they would when I was wondering about how the layers looked. And yeah, the layers didn't turn out exactly how I wanted them to. But it's definitely cuter than what they wanted you to make in the first place. It was just like brown. So yeah, definitely cuter. And when you sit them next to each other, strawberries like that, It's pretty cute. Even the Hershey side didn't, like, you can't see it as well, of course, the colours, but like that side doesn't look too bad. But that side definitely looks better. Yeah, pretty pleased. I have barely used like any of the tiny supplies. I'm nearly out of caramel resin already, which shouldn't surprise me. I did use a lot, and I use quite a bit of the white resin too, so that's pretty much out. So I have brown and pink left, and I really should go buy some more clear because I really want to make the terrarium, and then realise that I don't have any clear, and that probably needs clear. So, well, I will buy some more and think about some other things that I would like to make. The little races as tiny itty bitty cupcakes might be a really big pain in my butt, but I still want to try it. At least one might be cute. Oh, and if I get more clear resin, I can use that mold again, because that turned out very well. Like, it's not necessary, but yeah. I think that looks a bit cuter than the strawberry pie they wanted me to make. But maybe that's just my opinion. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!